There's a deep, unspoken fear that comes when something unexpected is discovered. The truth feels like a weight, one that you're not sure you're ready to carry, but also can't ignore. What if the truth is more than just facts? What if it changes everything about the way I see the world and the people I care about? In this moment, I'm caught between the desire to protect and the urge to share everything. But what if the truth brings more harm than healing? I never thought I'd find myself standing at this crossroads, unsure whether to speak my heart or keep it locked away for fear of what might happen next. Sometimes the weight of a discovery feels too much to bear, and even more so when you realize that sharing it could shift everything in ways you can't yet imagine. Fear doesn't always come from the unknown. Sometimes it's the knowing that becomes too overwhelming, leaving you paralyzed with indecision. The hardest thing is not finding the truth, but deciding whether or not it's the right time to let it out into the open. It's easy to believe that hiding your thoughts will protect you, but sometimes not sharing what's inside creates a wall that becomes harder to climb over with time. I've found things I wasn't ready for. Now, I'm left with a heart full of questions and a mind tangled in what's next. What happens when you stumble upon something you weren't supposed to see? It's not just about what you found, but how you handle what it makes you feel. I wish I could tell you everything, but there's a fear in speaking truths that could unravel the delicate threads of what we've built. In this moment of discovery, I realize that the hardest part isn't uncovering secrets. It's deciding if I'm strong enough to face what comes after. I found something that made my heart skip a beat, but now all I feel is uncertainty, unsure of where to go from here. Sometimes you find things that change your perception of everything around you, and it's difficult to decide whether you should keep it to yourself or risk it all to share. I've learned that fear often comes from knowing too much, not from the unknown. It's the weight of knowledge that keeps me up at night. What do you do when what you've discovered doesn't match the world you thought you knew? It's like stepping into a new reality that you weren't ready for. There are moments when what we find within ourselves or in the world around us shakes our foundation so much that we're not sure we'll ever be the same again. Fear creeps in when you realize you have to make a choice between silence and sharing, between holding back or letting the truth explode into the open. It's easy to convince yourself that silence is safer, but sometimes the truth refuses to stay hidden, no matter how hard you try. What if speaking the truth only leads to more questions than answers? What if what I found is just the beginning of a deeper, more complex journey? I'm not sure if I'm ready to share what I've uncovered. There's a vulnerability in revealing what you've found, and sometimes it feels like it's easier to bury it. The weight of discovery is heavy, especially when it feels like you're standing on the edge of something that could either heal or hurt. I never imagined finding the answers I've been searching for could come with such a sense of dread. The truth is never as simple as you expect. There are days when I wish I could unsee what I've found, but the truth has already rooted itself deep, and now I must figure out how to move forward. I've found pieces of a puzzle I didn't know existed. Now I'm not sure if I want to know the rest of the picture or if ignorance is safer. Sometimes the hardest truth to face is not the discovery itself, but the realization that the world around you may never be the same again. Fear can make even the smallest discovery feel overwhelming. The unknown becomes a burden when you know what's at stake. I'm not afraid of what I've found, but I fear how it will change me, how it will change everything I've ever known. There's a difference between knowing something and understanding it. What I've found leaves me questioning not only the facts, but my own feelings. What if I told you what I found? Would it make a difference? Or would it just add another layer of complexity to everything we've ever known? I discovered something that changed everything, but now I'm left wondering, should I keep it hidden, or is the truth worth the pain it may bring? There's a certain kind of fear that comes with knowing the truth. It's not the discovery itself, but the weight it carries and the consequences that follow. The fear of what I've found is not in the discovery itself, but in the ripple effect it will create when I decide to share it.